In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, welcome to another edition of the Reality's Temple on Earth. I am the Angel Snub 7, your brother and hopefully your friend, Taalik Ibn'rad. I only have 14 and a half minutes, so let us, on this Vizzy, get busy. Alrighty then, have a lot to cover. I want to speak about very quickly on this fella called JTRiley1's. And I started not to make a video because I have had written interaction with this person, and he tells us that he is a leader. So I wanted to challenge the mind of the leader, and when I began to address him, it became very boring, so I had to leave his page. In fact, I took over his page. So for someone with so much wittiness and so much charisma, they were very boring and offered no type of competition for the mind. And what makes things even more sad is that he had all this help coming from different sources. Of course, they are hidden. They hide behind a picture. When you go to their pages, they have no videos. They have so much to say, but don't have nothing to offer the people. But can critique what I have to say, can critique what others have to say. But regardless, I took over his page so quickly. It was really sad. Brothers and sisters, first of all, let me say this. As you know, I have made a promise that this year will be my crusade to seek black unity and to reject all those things which are negative. But this situation here is a sign of my direction for next year, because everybody that is black or call themselves they represent blackness is not good for you. This person is a prime example, and this could not wait till next year. Let me say what kicked this off to begin with. I have never been disrespectful to this man. I always shown him respect and kindness and good words. But I will tell you why he has a problem with Angel Snub 7. It all began about 2 or 3 years ago. Because as you know, he likes to use profanity. So I made a video talking about profanity, not talking about him. He's not the author of profane language. But for some reason, he thought that it was for him. I made a video talking about people being real. And of course, he calls himself the realest cat. He's not the first person that claimed I am real. That used to be a slogan in the black community. Man, let's get real. I'm real. Let's get real with that. He does not like what I present as far as the position on profanity. Profanity is the ignorant mind trying to express itself. Say what you mean and mean what you say. You don't have to say an MF this and all this old corny 4 and 5 letter words. You say that because you don't know what else to say. You cannot express yourself. And the reason why you can't express yourself, because there's nothing in your mind that you can bring forth. Profanity, calling us nigger, and all this other trash that you embrace is nothing but the white man's racist Caucasian people. That was their language of the illiterate Caucasians, slave master, who called us these things. Because instead of saying we were from the Niger River area, They can't pronounce a damn thing because they're ignorant and illiterate, so they said nigger. Things like that. And so now we embrace this hatred toward us. You're real. Black people have not been real since we set foot on the shores of America. We don't know where we come from. We're all confused. Some of us, we think we Egyptians. We think we're Moors. We think we black. We think we Negroes in color. You ain't been real since you've been here. So how can you be the realest cat when you don't know what real is? We are all fakes and frauds, trying to find ourselves back to some type of reality. Everything black ain't good for you. Here's a man, I ain't never done nothing to him. And even on my comments on his page, you don't see me disrespecting him. No kind of way. But see, this is the problem. You have a brother, and he's not the only one. He's not the only one. You have these black men, so-called black men. I call them dark Europeans. That's what he is, a dark European. You have these dark Europeans, and this is his situation. He said that he was raised by women, and he has no respect for men. So as long as you agree with what he has to talk about, you're all right with him, buddy. But if you show that you are smarter or wiser, or you take his shine away from him, then he has a problem with you. Because another black man he has no respect for can't tell him nothing. He says that he is the second coming of Tupac. Tupac was no prophet. Tupac was no messenger. Tupac was nothing but a rapper. That's all Tupac was. Tupac had a lot of potential, but he was just like JTRiley1's, involved in foolishness and silly infantile garbage. So Tupac lost his life early, when if he had exhibited and embraced his potential, he probably would be with us here today. Do you know why people like JTRiley1? First of all, only another illiterate, ignorant type person. Now, don't take my words out of context. There are a lot of things that JTRiley1 says that is good. But if you wrap a nutritious fruit in dirt and feces, it makes no difference. He has a hatred for black men. And if you look at his page, that's all he attacks. He finds some new black person to attack. Black man. See, he has a love for the black woman. The black woman is a non-threat. But since he wants to be a great leader, how are you going to be a great leader and you can't even defend your own page? The only thing you saying is bring to us is five-letter words. And then those who are trying to help you ain't too much better. You're dealing with the real truth here. I've been doing this since I was 9 years old. You can't get no real than myself. And even if you went to that stupid mental institution, of which I have no shame to bring to you, because I was locked up in that place unjustly. But the thing about it, I got myself out. No God helped me. No black people helped me. The people that did give me some help were Caucasian people. So I'm going to give them their credit. You can't do nothing with me, JTRiley1. The only thing you can do is cuss. Grandiose, you're a leader. You're going to lead black folks to what? You're a leader. I would be ashamed to say that you are a representative of black people and you will go before the United Nations with your garbage. You claim that you can speak in a different manner. This has yet to be seen. Show it to us. And see, you become so weak, you said if you saw me in person, you would slap me. I would advise you not to even attempt to try something like that. But that just goes to show you how weak your words are. Because when people can't defend their position with intellect, then they turn to violence. Never done nothing to you. But you hate me, and you hate T-Mon, and you hate Sarah Sunseti, and you hate all these brothers out here because they take your shine away from you. And seeing your followers, those who I don't know them, but if they support you attacking other black men, then they have a severe problem. Because they don't know nothing about me. You think that I'm a Christian. You think that I'm a Muslim. You don't even know nothing about me. You like JTRiley1 because you can sit back with your crack cocaine and your heroin and your weed and watch his videos and laugh. Because JTRiley1 don't ask you to do nothing. Then JTRiley1 don't want you to do nothing. But he asks you to buy his books so he can make money off of you. Not to help black folks, but for his own self-gratification. So he can verify his position as being some type of leader. But he had to take his books down because at least y'all not dumb enough to buy them. Because his books don't offer anything of substance, don't offer anything of value. If you want to impress me, JTRiley1, then show me your intellectual capacity and talk to me like you got some sense. But you can't, because you can't do nothing with me. You're the only fool stupid enough to come try to challenge me in some kind of wisdom. Because there are a lot of people here on YouTube that are very wise and smart people. But they'll rather be quiet than mess with me. Because they know if you come and deal with me, you got to come hard. But the only thing you can bring is kindergarten, silly, foolish, corny, infantile words. And only another child would be impressed by what you have to bring. Don't you know that this hurts me to my core to have to talk to another black man that's suffering in this country like myself? But brothers and sisters, you got some of our folks out here that are so lost. When you begin to clean house, you got to clean your own house first. People like this, you got to get rid of. You do not want them to influence our young people. Our young people must be given a choice. You cannot sit around and be nice and allow them to fill their ears with this madness. He's a leader. What you going to lead us to? You have no idea how to form government. You have no idea how to form education. Just by the way you speak, we already know you don't have nothing. You have no idea of how to form educational systems. You have no idea of how to form law. You have no idea how to do none of those things. This is about nation building. This is about making ourselves better. I'm not trying to keep our people in the ghetto. In fact, if I thought you was great leadership potential, I'll be happy to shut my mouth and join and support anything that you got to do. But you have nothing to offer the black man and woman in America except witty, comedic craziness. This really is a hurtful thing. But brothers and sisters, that's our reality. You got black people that's our enemies. And not at this time, but they're going to have to be, we're going to have to push them out the way. So, JTRiley1, consider yourself pushed. And you have no choice. Because as the people begin to awaken and they begin to get smarter, you won't exist anyway. That's the bottom line. This is your brother Taalik Ibn'rad. I will not address JTRiley1 no more. This is it. Not worth my time. This was and is. Jot down your comments. The reality's temple on earth.